Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah Barakathon to all the brothers out there. Yahweh Shamar Thon Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah to all the sisters out there. This is Isupk Louisiana Sabbath service coming out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. And we are here to educate Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and First Nation people indigenous to this land about their true heritage. You know, there has been the Isupk mission since 1969. You know, and it's been the heathens mission ever since. We was a nation to destroy us. You know, and just want to say thank the Most High for the Isupk for waking brothers and sisters up. You know, and with that, I'm going to start the Sabbath service. So, Elijah. La Rashala means to Israel. Say prayers. Say soft turn, face the east. So it's prayers in the Hebrew. This is the Lord's Prayer. And it reads, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakbaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Latham Lanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawan, Wasalat Lanawa, Kawab Waf Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawab Waf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Lama Ya'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Ra, Kaya, Laka, Hamalatwa, Wahala, Wahathapara, La Walayan, Aman. In the English it reads, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is Akash, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Baba Koshah, the Father Nawa. Hakash, Lamapa, Kamakala, Waka Manawa, Hakash, Lataha, Matazarayim, Hakash, Laquayim, Hamathyum, Hakash, Irakafwa, Hatamala, Lagarashan, Bashim Yahushai, the water Amon. In English you read, Yahweh name Yahweh Shai. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. His blessings in the Hebrew. Barak Atha Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shai? Why Maka Allah? Why Hahaliyo? Matazabaya. Alawak Yahana. Ha Alawak Yam. Hasarayo. Ha Katazayayo. Ha Akyayayo. Ha Akawakyo. Yahweh. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shai. The water Aman. In English it reads, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander Junior Hannah, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. He's a blessed Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Wayasharala. Wahabayah. Saparia. Barak Rapah. My God. High God. Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The water Aman. In English is, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. So Hebrews 121. Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al-Hahariya, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'in, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Wa'arataza, Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shabaraka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shabaraka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Yad, Yabyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakalka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashamar, Yapaska, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaka, Wamawaka, Ma'atha, Wa'ad Awalam. The English read, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth, who will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth, even forevermore. These are Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. And it reads, Alahayam, Al-Damalaka, El-Thasharash, Wahal-Thashakwat, Kayahana, Wayayab, Yayaka, Yahama Yawan, Ra'ash, Il-Amaka, Ya'ara Yamwa, Sabada, Wayatha, Ya Tazawa, Il Tazapan, Yaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanakayadam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazaka, Sham Yasharala, Awada, Kaya, no Watazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Yaka, Baya, Yakafwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawaba, Hagaya, Gabal, Ma'awan, Wa'amalak, Palasha, Yam Yasha, Shabyabya, Tazawa, Gamashawa, Nalawa, Aman, Hayawa, Ziawa, Labanya, Lawa, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kabal Yan, Kasaya Sarah, Kayab Yan, Banakal, Kwayash Wan, Nashamawa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatangwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kara, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakazamana, Kadasa Yam Kamwa, Asha, Amawa, Naya Rasha, Nalawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatangwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya, Waka, Ka'a, Tabara Ya'awa, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harayam, Khan, Deradama, Masaraka, Wabasa, Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Payaham, Walawam, Wayakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Ayaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Wayahawa, Halawa, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayabawa, Wayadawa, Kayatha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayawan, El Kaharataza. And the angels reads, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Israelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They are hoping the children of Lot. Selah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like a rail, and like Zeed, yea, all the princes of Zabah, and as Zabuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth a wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. You see? Shalom, Israel. I was just, coming to the school and notice everybody getting their last minute Christmas shopping out the way. I remember years ago when I celebrated Christmas, didn't know, blind, that's what I think, thank the Most High for this truth, open up my eyes, I went to go see my mother last week, and things that changed, no more Christmas lights, none of that, but now, they saying, instead of, it's what, was, at first when I was young, it was Christ's birthday, and as I, got older, I say about the 90s, it's got all about, the kids. It's all, Christmas for the kids. Now they say, it's for family, it's for family. They know, Christmas really has nothing to do with Christ, You won't find nowhere, they can't find nowhere in the Bible where they say celebrate Christmas. Or there's a scripture saying the month of December or the 25th day commemorate Christ's birthday. It's not there. It's not there at all. Well, they this well, the shows that every holiday is pagan. Christmas is pagan. Christianity itself is pagan. Because when Constantine was going to make Christianity a worldwide religion, he went to the pagans and said, you want to get in on, worship this Christianity. He said, well, yeah, we'll worship it as long as we get to keep our holidays. And Christmas, which is Rome, was called Saturnalia, which they got from Babylon years ago, hundreds of thousands of years ago, from King Nimrod. This is where it first started with King Nimrod. He was killed by his enemies, and he was married to his wife, which was also his mother. And for her to keep power, she said, Nimrod was was your spirit went into the fir tree, which they call a Christmas tree, and you supposed to pay homage to Nimrod by putting gifts up on the tree, and and that spread it spread it all through Egypt, through Greece, through Rome, all over the known world, because Babylon was a superpower at one time, and it spread. Instead of saying Nimrod, in Egypt, it was Horus. And I think over in Rome, I think Saturn, just where they get Saturn now, just to bring that back, But that's how Christianity, it's pagan. Every holiday they celebrate, has paganism roots, even though they try to, now they try to stay away from Halloween. And Halloween, because they know this specifically is pagan, pagan worship for the Druids. But Christmas, never had, they say, want to put the Christ back in Christmas when Christ had nothing ever to do with Christmas at all. That's why, if you, I try to, when I was in my hometown trying to tell my, friends about it, some of them, they often, IUIC, so, they don't, they don't like me anyway, because, I'm with the Isupk, so they automatically don't like me, and I didn't, I just really didn't know the extent of the hatred for the Isupk with these other camps. I mean, these other camps have a deep-seated hatred for the Isupk. I don't know where it comes from. Like I said, I'm just a new jack. I don't know the history. It's like, but I just, I know everybody that's often Isupk got love family, try to talk to you when you learn about these scriptures, try to show them the scriptures, you even went back to your old pastor and he just they'll sit up there and laugh. No, that ain't what they say, and me, I was like, hey, I sent the video of the Isupk, like, man, how I'm gonna listen to this man supposed to be a man of God, he up there cussing or he up there drinking. What, like, I like, when does I say he ain't cursing? I say he using some bad speech, he may be rude in speech, but that knowledge he kicking and it was hard, you can't handle it. And there's nothing against the law that says you can't drink. It says don't get drunk. And I'll be glad when our people wake up. If the heathens want to celebrate their holidays, let them go ahead. But when all blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people indigenous to this land, I'll be glad when they come. If they say they love the Most High, they love Christ, start following these law, statutes, commandments. That's all in the Bible. And get away from these holidays. Get away from evil ways. I mean, I was just scrolling down the internet and just noticed, I mean, they're teaching our, young women to have no shame at all. I have, 20-something-year-old daughters. I try to call them, I don't get in their life because they grown. They paying their own bills. They ain't asking me for nothing, which I'm glad of because I have that. I gave it all in child support when they was young. I have nothing now. So, so I always check on them, and I'm glad, they live their life, but I'm just glad I don't pop up on Instagram or Facebook and see no pictures of them in explicit clothes and something I wouldn't approve of. That's what I'm glad of, and that I parted to them years ago that I do not celebrate Christmas, so I ain't gotta worry about wearing my Christmas gift and all that, or birthdays or anything like that. you know. But I just be glad when our people, wake up, start, they say they about Christ, they love the Most High. Start following His laws. Start following His commandments. If you say you're really about it, like they follow a leader. When I left church when I was 18, because I never read the Bible till now. That I ain't following nobody like blinded like that. Because I know, the Most High make the sun rise. He don't want to make sure I wake up in the morning. If I have a decision, it was the Most High's will that I did that. That's something I said I never do, because if they follow those pastors, those bishops, those evangelists blindly, instead of going by what they read in the Bible, they will listen to him, his word, not what the Most High had the prophets put down in the Bible, but they would believe him. Go off, better suits the word, like to say, what Colossians 2:8, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the traditions of being, after the rudiments of the world, and after Christ. And that's what they be doing. That's what they be doing. They go after, philosophy and vain deceit instead of what the Most High says. I understand, if it's something you don't understand about the Bible, you ask. But if it's something up there somebody broke down, that you read, and it says don't do this or don't do that, you don't do it. Like in Leviticus 11, when it talks about the dietary law, what you can eat, what's clean to you and what's not clean to you. I seen a pastor when I was young in church sit up and say boldly, I was born on pork. I could never stop eating pork. And he reading it right there. Stuff he's supposed to be this big time superintendent, but sit up there and say what he can't do with the word of God, what God commanded him to do. But he can tell you about don't be smoking, don't be drinking, don't be out there having illicit sex and all that with a man or a woman, stuff like that. But there's one law he can't keep. And if he can't keep that law, he broke all the rest of them anyway. Right? He done broke all of them anyway. You might as well have slept with that woman. You might as well have been a drunk. Because he couldn't keep that law of not eating pork, eating any unclean thing. And then they quick to say, if you pray over it, God will bless it. How you gonna pray over some God, said it's unclean? Or in the case of a better word, how can you make straight what God made crooked? God made that pork bad for you. Praying over it is not going to prove it. And just like, how Christianity allowed, the Bible to be whitewashed. Just like it said in Psalms 83, we cut them off of being a nation. And that's what they did to us, black man, Hispanic man, First Nation man. They cut us off. We got to come back now. And that's what Isupk is doing. Putting it out there. I mean, it ain't like it was. You have internet. I mean, I found it just by scrolling the internet, seeing something interesting. I had never heard of a Hebrew Israelite. I was just, seeing brothers, as I find out, come to find out, used to be an Isupk, but they putting out lessons, But back then, 8, 9 years ago, they was saying stuff like that was inappropriate, so they was cutting. So by the time I found, years later, after I found the Isupk, I noticed their stuff never get pulled. Never get pulled. So it was interesting to me, the dress, it was, like I said, I was still in the Christian mindset. So, I was kind of taken aback when I first seen it. Like, wow, how do you guys dress? Man, these guys up here cussing. Man, they just got taking a drink, So, so the more I sat and listened, and they pointed out, unlike anybody like a Christian would tell you about his philosophy, they went right to the Bible about what, this they did, say, hey, you can drink, just tell you don't be a drunkard. And I ain't never seen one. All the time I've been watching drunk on their acting belligerent. But they will hold that against the priests and prophets of the Most High, because they take a drink. And when, but they like take what they're saying about TDJs. Now that's just shameful, though. It's just shameful. That's all I got to say about that. It's a shame. But anyway, it's how they whitewash the Bible. Like, y'all remember those old movies like Ten Commandments, Jesus of Nazareth, The Road, the greatest story ever told, all those movies. I mean, they took it, like, they make everybody look out of color in the movie. And you hardly, you might see a few blacks in the movie, if any at all. But that's how they whitewashed everything. They had you believe that we had no culture at all. When our culture was sitting right in front of us in the Holy Bible, right up on our nose all this time, and they knew it. They hid it from us, right? Like you said, you want to hide anything from a black man, put it in a book. They was talking about this Bible. That's what they was hiding from us. Our identity. That's what they was hiding from. They wouldn't talk about information about them. They was talking about our information about who we were, where we came from. We didn't just pop up on slave ships, on Africa. They came to America. Our history is most deeper than that. And they make us look like a sideshow. Like we just, they call it, like a freak or something, so a cross between a Neanderthal man and, something like that, like we popped up along with them. But when our history is rich, deep. And we got to come back to it. It's like, how we talk about David, how they talk about how they made David look. David was a black man, from the tribe of Judah. But let them know, but if you watch a movie, David white as white can be. A lot. That's what Christianity did. Because Christianity was never made for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. They was made for the heathen. It was made for the heathens. That's what Christianity for. It's not for us. It's just like how Roman Catholicism, rules the land of Isupk and Ephraimites, and Asher and all, Asher and Zebulon and all of them. They all over there. Christianity is taking, is doing their job effectively well by blinding the children of the Most High, the 12 tribes of Israel. Then their time getting short and they don't. So they putting on the full pressure so it's the Most High. Because he's the Most High is waking people up, bringing people to the Isupk. People are waking up, and I'll be glad when we are all one people again. That is the 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. It's like, this start right there, but just to recap, David had been running for Saul, and Saul got to the point where the Most High actually showed Saul he wasn't with him anymore. So Saul got so desperate that he did something, where he already messed up by not following the Most High orders by destroying the Amalek. He went even further by searching out a witch. Now, mind you, that he got all the people that practice witchcraft out of the country. Out from under Israel. They live on the outskirts and hide. Saul sent the men to search and went out. Because he needed her. Because the Most High wasn't talking to him. He had her speak to the dead, which was Samuel. For he could ask Samuel what should he do, because the Philistines was making war with Israel. So Samuel went to the woman, she called up Samuel. Saul went to the woman, she called up Samuel. And Samuel told her, what is you doing? Why is you disturbing my rest? And then Samuel told him something he didn't want to hear. He told him, hey, Philistines are going to come. You're going to die. The 3 of your sons are going to die. Your son's going to die. You're going to be joining me tomorrow. And it happened just as Samuel said. Saul died. Now we start Samuel 2, verse 1. 2 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. And it came to pass after this, that David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go up into any of the cities of Judah? The Lord said unto him, go up. And David said, whither shall I go? And he said unto Hebron. This is after Saul and he found out Saul's dead, and he had fought some wars himself. And now, you see Saul there, now he can go back to Judah. He can go back to his homeland since Saul's not looking for him anymore. Verse 2. So David went up thither, and his 2 wives also, Ahinoam, the Jezreelitess, and Abigail, Nabal's wife, the Carmelite. And his men that were with him did David bring up, every man with his household, and they dwelt in the cities of Hebron. And this is another thing. I found out people don't like about the Isupk, because we teach you can have multiple wives. And people don't like to say, y'all just make an excuse be hoes. Like I said, that's listen, they had multiple wives in the Bible, what? Abraham had, wives. Our father, he had Sarah, he had the handmaid Hagar, and then and today knowledge, they think what Isaac and Ishmael was his only sons when he actually, I think he had 6 more sons by 4 more wives, but like I said, they don't read the stories. They don't read the stories. That's why you have a Sabbath class, because we all go through the stories and read them. Read these scriptures. We don't skip over anything. Well, they when I first start telling start imparting wisdom upon my family about what I was learning, some of these scriptures they had never heard of, or some of the stories they didn't even know. Abraham had more children, and more, they knew about Ishmael and Isaac, but they ain't know about the other, other children he had. This one there's one thing that they don't like about the Isaac because this it's wrong to have more than one wife. I ain't seen nowhere in the Bible where it said you can have more than one wife. I don't want another wife. But if a brother wants 2, 3, 4, 5 wives, most high gonna bless him. If he can handle that. Let's see, verse 4. And the man of Judah came, and they anointed David king over the house of Judah. And they told David, saying that the men of Gilead were they that buried Saul. David came in, and Judah then anointed him king. You gotta remember, Judah is he's got Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Those three. You still got Israel, the northern kingdom. And these men tell them that the men of Gilead were they that buried Saul. In verse 5 is that David sent messages unto the men of Gilead and said unto them, Blessed you be the Lord, that you have showed this kindness unto your Lord, even unto Saul, and have buried him. See, David, like I said, David was, like I said last week, David was a true brother. Even though Saul hunted him for years, he still got love for Saul. Saul, was hell bent on killing him, but David still loved him. And even at Saul's death, he said, he thanking the man and blessing the man that buried him, because he had got the word from some, I think it was an Amalekite, that was out there, saying he seen Saul and he killed Saul. Saul was still alive when he came upon him, and he killed him. And David killed him for touching the Lord's anointings. Let's see, verse 6. And now the Lord show kindness and truth unto you, and I also will requite you this kindness, because you have done this thing. Therefore, now let your hands be strengthened, and be ye valiant, for your master Saul is dead, and also the house of Judah have anointed me king over them. But Abner, the son of Ner, captain of Saul's host, took Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, and brought him over to Mahanaim. Verse 9, and made him king over Gilead, and over the Asherites, and over Jezreel, and over Ephraim, and over Benjamin, and over all Israel. So, now, David is the king of Judah, have anointed him king, the southern tribe. But Saul had, it's Saul's old guard, old captain, Saul had another son, Ishbosheth, and I guess Abner, still hating David for Saul's sake. So instead of anointing David, king over Israel, he took Saul's son and anointed him. Verse 10, Ishbosheth, Saul's son, was 40 years old when he began to reign over Israel, and reigned 2 years. But the house of Judah followed David. So Israel was divided. There was a division of Israel. You got two kings. You got David over the southern kingdom, and Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, over the northern kingdom. Verse 11, and the time that David was king over Hebron, over the house of Judah, was 7 years and 6 months. And Abner, the son of Ner, and the servants of Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, went out from Mahanaim to Gibeon. And Joab, the son of Zeruiah, and the servants of David went out and met together by the pool of Gibeon. And they sat down, one on the one side of the pool and the other on the other side of the pool. Okay, now you got David's soldiers and what's his name? Abner and his soldiers. And they done met by a pool. One sat down on one side, one sat on the other. And Abner said to Joab, let the young men now rise and play before us. And Joab said, let them ride. So he said, they ain't finna fight yet. He said, let the young men get up and fight. He said, let them go. Then there arose and went over by number 12 of Benjamin, which pertained to Isupk, the son of Saul, and 12 of the servants of David. And they caught every one his fellow by the head and thrust his sword in his fellow's side, so they fell down together. Wherefore that place was called Helkath Hazarim, which is a Gibeon. So in other words, they caught each other by the hair and thrust their sword into each other's side. So what? 24 people did. They all died together. They killed each other. And there was a very sore battle that day. And Abner was beaten, and the men of Israel were for the service of David. And there were 3 sons of Zeruiah there, Joab, Abishai, and Asael. And Asael was light of foot as a wild roe. He says light of a foot as a wild roe. I mean, he was fast. Fast like a deer. That's what a roe is, fast like a deer. And Asael pursued after Abner. And in going, he turned not to the right hand, nor to the left, but followed Abner. Then Abner looked behind him and said, art thou Asael? And he answered him, I am. And Abner said to him, turn thee aside to the right hand or to thy left, and lay thee hold one of the young men, and take thee his armor. But Asael would not turn aside from following him. So now, Abner got somebody on his track, chasing him down. Then he begged him, hey, go to the left, go to the right. Or that ain't good enough. Get one of the young men, and take the armor. Quit following me. And Abner said again to Asael, turn thee aside from following me. Wherefore should I smite thee to the ground? So I'm telling Asael, you better quit following me, I'm gonna kill you. But Asael said, how then should I hold up my face to Joab, my brother? He's telling him, Asael, Abner told Asael, quit following him and kill you, But Asael said, if I quit following you, how am I gonna go back to my brother and be able to hold my head up and look him in the face like a man? If I quit following you, I look like a coward in front of my brother. Verse 23. I bet he refused to turn aside. Wherefore Abner with the hinder end of the spear smote him under the fifth rib. And the hinder of the spear, that wasn't even the sharp point. That was the wooden part, of the spear, or however it was made with wood or metal or whatever, And he stuck him under, right up under his rib. Mm-hmm. The spear came out behind him, and he fell down there and died. In the same place, and it came to pass that as many as came to the place where Asael fell down and died stood still. Joab also and Abishai pursued after Abner, and the sun went down when they were come to the hill of Ammah that lie before Giah, by the way of the wilderness of Gibeon. And the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together after Abner and became one troop and stood on the top of the hill. Then Abner called to Joab and said, shall the sword devour forever? Knowing that thou not that it would be bitterness in the latter end? How long should it be then? Ere thou bid the people return from following their brethren. So, Abner like telling them, hey, hey, we ain't gonna, you gonna just chase me, give it up, chase me to Mars, something like that, He trying to get them off of him before he can live. Mm-hmm. Verse 27, Joel said, as God liveth, unless thou hast spoken, surely then in the morning the people had gone up, everyone from following his brother. So if you had to say that, who's going to keep chasing you? So Joel blew a trumpet, and all the people stood still and pursued after Israel no more, neither fought they anymore. Abner and his men walked all that night through the plain and passed over Jordan and went through all Bithron, and they came to Mahanaim. And Joel returned from following Abner. And when he had gathered all the people together, there were of David's servants 19 men in Asahel. But the servants of David had smitten Benjamin, and of Abner's men, so that 360 men died. So that the Most High was with David. He only lost with 20 men in all. And Abner, he lost with 360. That's what the score is 20, so it's 3 of them. So 360 men. That the Lord was with David. And they took up Asahel and buried him in the sepulchre of his father, which is in Bethlehem. And Joab and his men went all night, and they came to Hebron at the break of day. Chapter 3. Now there was a long war between the house of Saul and the house of David, but David waxed stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul waxed weaker and weaker. So it's Most High showing his favor. He with David. David growing stronger and stronger, while the house of Saul is growing weaker and weaker. And the Most High said he was going to be with David and not with Saul. No matter who they anointed king, if they didn't know David king, Most High still was going to be with David. Verse 2. And unto David was sons born in Hebron, and his firstborn was Amnon of Anoim, the Jezreelitess, and the second Shalid, Abigail, the wife of Nabal the Carmelite, and the third Absalom, the son of Maacah, the daughter of Talmai, king of Geshur, and the fourth Adonijah, the son of Haggith, and the fifth Shephatha, Ta'ah, the son of Abital, and the sixth is the ring by Eglah, David's wife. These were born to David in Hebron. Just for y'all to say, it's not holy for to have multiple wives. David had, so David had quite a few wives. So for you get mad at that man and want to leave him because he have another woman, think about it. They did that in the Bible. Your grandpa had another family. Your daddy had another family somewhere. So back in the days, before my time, by the time I came around, divorce was rampant. My parents divorced. They got back together, but they divorced. But back in the 40s and back in those days, people stayed together. Husband had, what 6 children with his wife and probably 10 with another woman. She didn't leave that man. But now, our women are so quick, to not stay in that place. God put man over you and Christ over the man. And the Most High is over Christ. And everybody, first thing come out of their minds, they want a God-fearing man. Yeah, you don't even fear God. You don't let you don't let that man lead. If you have another wife, fine. You still be his woman. You say you love God, but you won't follow the scriptures because say you bind to that man to the day he die, whether they have another woman or not. Let's see, verse 6. And it came to pass while there was a war between the house of Saul and the house of David,
Abner made him so strong for the house of Saul. So Abner, got clout and got power, being of the house of Saul. Yeah. Verse 7. And Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah, a daughter of Aiah. And Ishbosheth said to Abner, wherefore hast thou gone into my father's concubine? So Ishbosheth told Abner, his captain, you don't mess with my you don't mess with my father's concubine. He just put that out there. This is your right hand man. You gonna go blast him like that? Verse 8. Then was Abner very wroth for the words of Ishbosheth, and said, am I a dog's head, which against Judah do show kindness this day unto the house of Saul thy father, to his brethren and to his friends, and have not delivered thee into the hand of David, that thou charging me today with a fault concerning this woman? So he's telling him, man, he said, I'm supposed to be rocking with David. But I did what my Lord wanted me to do. So, I stood with it. I anointed his son king. I went to fight David. And here you come with this mess about this woman that I'm supposed to mess with? Verse 9. So do God to Abner, and more also, except as the Lord has sworn to David, even so I do him. Verse 10. To translate the kingdom from the house of Saul, and to set up the throne of David over Israel and over Judah from Dan even to Beersheba. So he let them know, I ain't crossed you at all. I could have went with David. David could have the kingdom. I'm with you. But here you come with this mess about this woman. Verse 11. And he could not answer Abner a word again because he feared him. So Abner throw it in his face. I'm down with you, but yet you gonna put this woman on me? Ishmael wasn't no war. And Abner was a battle test. Abner killed him with a spear. So he didn't say nothing else. He was scared. Verse 12. And Abner sent messengers to David on his behalf, saying, who is the land? Saying also, make thy league with me, and behold, my hand shall be with thee, to bring about all Israel unto thee. Now the house of Saul is on the downfall. This right hand man, this captain, for the switch sides, because of that slip of the tongue. The Isupk should have kept to that. Something that Isupk should have kept to itself. If he thought it. He accused that man of that woman, and now Abner, gonna turn traitor. Sent a message to David. He said, I'm gonna make a league with you. He said, a league. We're gonna make a covenant with him. They're gonna be partners. So he's gonna bring all Israel to David. Let's see, verse 13. And he said, well, I will make a league with thee, but one thing I require of thee, that is, thou shalt not see my face, except thou first bring Michal, Saul's daughter, when thou comest to see my face. And David sent messengers to Isupk, Saul's son, saying, deliver my wife Michal, which I espoused to me for 100 foreskins of the Philistines. And Ishbosheth sent and took her from her husband, even from Phaltiel, the son of Laish. And her husband went with her along weeping behind her to Baharim. And then said Abner to him, go, return. And he returned. And so they took David, first wife, she, Saul done gave it to another man. They gave it to another man, And now David say, hey, bring my wife to me. They done took her from the husband she with now. And he walking behind her, crying, oh, why y'all doing this? Oh, baby, don't leave me, or go to her. And Abner told her, hey, man, you need to go on with that, go on back home. It's over with. She gone. You done lost her. I mean, I was just wondering how that man felt. They took his wife from him. And he going behind him like a simp. She gone, man. She gone. Let her go. Why is she following behind her? Now that made him look worse than the man. Sent him on, man. Go on back home. Go on cry at home. You're off behind him. This is verse 17. Abner had communication with the elders of Israel, saying, you sought for David in times past to be king over you. Now then, do. Now Abner talking to Israel, say, hey, y'all wish for David to be king over you. Now do. Abner got a lot of pull, with the people, So now he telling me, hey, we finna anoint David king. It was time is over. The house of Saul finna fall. He said, by the hand of my servant David, I will save my people Israel out of the hand of the Philistines and out of the hand of all the enemies. And Abner also spake in the ears of Benjamin. And Abner went also to speak in the ears of David in Hebron, all that seemed good to Israel, and that seemed good to the whole house of Benjamin. So Abner came to David to Hebron, and 20 men with him. And David made Abner and the men that were with him a feast. And Abner said unto David, I will arise and go, and will gather all Israel unto my lord the king, that they may make a league with thee, and that thou mayest reign all the time, all thy heart desires. And David sent Abner away, and he went in peace. So David and Abner sat down, broke bread, had a feast, shook on and say, man, we die with each other, Israel about about to be under one rulership, finna be united instead of separate. We're finna be 12 tribes again. Verse 22. And behold, the servants of David and Joab came from suing a troop and brought in a great spoil with them. But Abner was not with David in Hebron, for he had sent him away, and he had gone in peace. When Joab and all the hosts that was with him were come, they told Joab, saying, Abner the son of Ner came to the king, and he has sent him away, and he is gone in peace. Then Joab came to the king and said, what hast thou done? Behold, Abner came to thee. Why is that thou hast sent him away? He is quite gone. So, the one was Joab asking David about Abner, because Abner killed Asahel, his brother. Remember, that's the one he stuck the spear through that was chasing him. He told him to turn back, for chasing him. He stuck the spear through him. That was his brother. And, Joab want revenge. Verse 25. Thou knowest Abner the son of Ner, that he came to deceive thee, and to know thy going out and thy coming in, and to know all that thou doest. And so he telling her, hey, man, Abner ain't doing nothing but come around here trying to find out, how you rolling, how you moving, before he can move against you, which not the truth. Abner came made peace, but Joab in his anger, for vengeance, we telling David that, And when Joab was come out for David, he sent messengers after Abner. which brought him again from the well of Sirah, but David knew it not. So he didn't tell, Joab didn't tell David that he was sending messages after Abner, And when Abner was returned to Hebron, Joab took him aside in the gate to speak with him quietly and smote him there under the fifth rib, that he died for the blood of Asahel, his brother. So, he did some, it's really some snake type stuff, probably say, man, let me holler at you, put his hand around and stuck him right through the rib, like you want to talk to him because, Abner thinking, all his will since he made the league with David, but it wasn't, everything went all good with Joab for killing, for him killing his brother. Verse 28, and afterward, when David heard it, he said, I and my kingdom are guiltless before the Lord forever from the blood of Abner, the son of Ner. So David said, hey, I ain't had nothing to do, with killing Abner. It wasn't me. It was Joab. So I'm, me and my kingdom guilty. So, he don't want the wrath of the Most High coming over for killing an innocent man that made, made peace with him, but then turned around and killed him. He had nothing to do with that. Verse 29, let it rest on the head of Joab and all his father's house, and let there not fail from the house of Joab one that hath an issue, or that is a leper, or that leaneth on a staff, or that falleth on a sword, or that lacketh bread. So he said, all this, that death, that's on Joab head. Tell the Lord, that's on Joab. Joab committed that crime, not me. So when that thing happened, let it be on Joab head. Verse 30. So Joab and Abishai's brother slew Abner, because he had slain their brother Asahel and Gibeon in the battle. And David said to Joab and to all the people that were with him, rend your clothes and gird you with sackcloth and mourn before Abner. And King David himself followed the battle. So, like I said, David was on thing you ever, all thing you ever heard with David, how he fought Goliath, how he, was king of Israel. He did this, he did that, but you never heard kind of love his brother had for his brothers. He told him, told him to rend your clothes and gird yourself with sackcloth. In a more for Abner. If in a more form. But you never hear anybody say anything about the how much of a brother David was. Verse 32. And they buried Abner in Hebron, and the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept. And the king lamented over Abner and said, died Abner as a fool died. Thy hands were not bound, nor thy feet put in feathers. As a man falleth before a wicked man, so fellest thou. And all the people wept again over him. And when all the people came to cause David to eat meat while it was yet day, David swore, saying, so do God to me, and more also, if I taste bread or aught else, till the sun be down. So David gonna, fast till the sun go down, morning after. And all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them, as whatsoever the king did pleased all the people. For all the people and all Israel understood that day that it was not of the king to slay Abner the son of Ner. And the king said unto his servants, know you not that there is a prince and a great man fallen this day in Israel? And I am this day weak, though anointed king, and these men, the sons of Zuriah, be too hard for me, the Lord shall reward the doer of evil according to his wickedness. So, you let it be known for those, whoever killed Abner, you're gonna be rewarded for your wickedness. Just saying that in general for any man that committed wickedness, the Lord gonna return it upon your own head. Chapter 4. And when Saul's son heard that Abner was dead in Hebron, his hands were feeble, and all the Israelites were troubled. So they scared now their captain. That was their captain. He dead. Who gonna lead them against David? And even the king, he just say he's feeble, he's shaking. He's like, oh, what am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? So he's a dead man. He's finna lose the kingdom. Verse 2. And Saul's son had 2 men that were captains of bands. The name of the one was Baanah, and the name of the other Rechab. And the sons of Rimmon and Beerothite, and the children of Benjamin. For Berah also was reckoned to Benjamin. And the Beerothites fled to Gittim, and were sojourners there until this day. And Jonathan, Saul's son, had a son that was lame of his feet. He was 5 years old when the Titans came of Saul and Jonathan out of Jezreel. And his nurse took him up and fled. And it came to pass, and she made haste to flee, that he fell and became lame. And his name was Ishbosheth. And the sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite, Rechab and Baanah, went and came about the heat of the day to the house of Ishbosheth, who lay on a bed at noon. And they came thither into the midst of the house, as though they would have fetched wheat. And they smote him under the 5th rib, and Rechab and Baanah, his brother, escaped. So, the king's own soldiers crept in and killed him. His own soldiers. It got to be, when he fell, he had a right to be feeble because, I guess he probably felt like he couldn't trust nobody but Abner. And the men, his own soldiers turned around and killed him. Verse 7. For when they came to the house, he lay on his bed in his bedchamber, and they smote him and slew him and beheaded him and took his head and got them away through the plain all night. And they brought the head of Ishbosheth unto David to Hebron and said to the king, behold, the head of Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, thy enemy, which sought thy life. And the king and the Lord had avenged my lord the king this day of Saul and of his seed. So they brought Ishbosheth's head to David. Showing hey, you ain't gotta worry about this no more. This war's over with. It's all done. Ishbosheth dead. Here's the proof. Verse 9. And David answered Rechab and Baanah his brother, the sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, and said unto them, as the Lord liveth, who have redeemed my soul out of all adversity. When one told me, saying, behold, Saul is dead, thinking to have brought good tidings, I took hold of him and slew him Ziklag, who thought that I would have given him a reward for his tidings. So David telling him, somebody came told me, Saul is dead. You thinking he bringing me good news? Thinking he bringing me good news? He gonna get a reward. But this is what David said. Verse 11. How much more when wicked men have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed? Shall I not therefore now require his blood of your hand and take you away from the earth? See, they were asking a question, y'all done crept in, killed Ishbosheth, while he's sleeping in his bed. No, don't you no, don't you think I'm gonna require your life like you took his? Mm-hmm. Verse 12. And David commanded his young men, and they slew them, and cut off their hands and their feet, and hanged them up over the pool of Hebron. But they took the head of Isupk and buried it in the sepulchre of Abner in Hebron. So, David, just like how David did, person that told him Saul was dead and told him he killed him, David in turn had his young men kill him. And the same thing he did for these two brothers here. They thinking they bringing them good tidings. They killed Isupk. David had his young men kill him also. So you don't kill nobody that's innocent. See, chapter 5. It says, then came all the tribes of Israel to David unto Hebron, and spake, saying, behold, we are thy bone and thy flesh. And so all the tribes, all the 12 tribes that came together and say, hey, we are our bone and our flesh. In other words, like, we family. We family, we are family. Verse 2. Also in time past, when Saul was king over us, thou was he that led us out and brought us in Israel. And the Lord said to thee, thou shalt feed my people Israel, and thou shalt be a captain over Israel. So all the elders of Israel came to the king to Hebron, and King David made a league with them in Hebron before the Lord, and they anointed David king over Israel. So now David done united the kingdom. David done united the kingdom. Verse 4, David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years. In Hebron, he reigned over Judah 7 years and 6 months. And in Jerusalem, he reigned 33 years over all Israel and Judah. And the king and his men went to Jerusalem unto the Jebusites, the inhabitants of the land, which spake unto David, saying, except thou take away the blind and the lame, thou shalt not come in hither. Thinking, David cannot come in hither. Verse 7, Nevertheless, David took the stronghold of Zion, the same as the city of David. And David said on that day, whosoever getteth up the gutter and smiteth the Jebusites and the lame and the blind that are hated of David's soul, he shall be chief and captain. Wherefore they said, the blind and the lame shall not come into the house. So David dwelt in the fort and called it the city of David. And David built round about from Millo and inward. And David went on and grew great. And the Lord God of hosts was with him. And Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messages to David, and cedar trees, and carpenters, and masons. And they built David a house. So, you got this Hamite king, sent message to David and sent cedar trees and carpenters and built him a house, sending tributes to the king. And David perceived that the Lord had established him king over Israel, and they had exalted his kingdom for the people Israel's sake. And David took him more concubines and wives out of Jerusalem, after he was come from Hebron, and there was yet sons and daughters born to David. So they say David took more wives. Why did the Most High struck David down? If having more than one wife is against the Most High, because it's not. And these be the name of those that were born unto him in Jerusalem: Shamuah, Shabab, Nathan, Solomon, Ilha also, and Elishua, and Nephi, and Phil, and Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphaz. But when the Philistines heard that they had anointed David king over Israel, all the Philistines came up to seek David. And David heard of it and went down to the hold. The Philistines also came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go up to the Philistines? Wilt thou deliver them into mine hand? The Lord said unto David, go up, for I will doubtless deliver the Philistines into thy hand. I mean, there got to be something, you ask the Most High something, and he automatically answers you and tell you what to do. The Most High was really with David, And David came to Baal Perazim, and David smote them there, and said, the Lord hath broken forth upon my enemies before me, as the breach of waters. Therefore he called the name of that place Baal Perazim. And there they left the images, and David and his men burnt them. That's what Most High had to do when it was when it came out of Egypt, came into to the land flowing with milk and honey. When they was around, came into the inhabitants of the land, had them tear down their altars and burn their idols. They did that back, what Deuteronomy 12, back in Deuteronomy, and they're doing the same thing now. Let's see. Okay. And when David inquired of the Lord, it said, thou shalt not. What else? Verse 22, and the Philistines came up yet again and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. Verse 23, and when David inquired of the Lord, he said, thou shalt not go up, but fetch a compass behind them, and come upon them over against the mulberry tree. Because I told him, you ain't gonna go head on, head them off at the pass, then get them. And let it be when thou hearest the sound of a going in the tops of the mulberry trees, that thou shalt bestir thyself, for then shall the Lord go out before thee to smite the host of the Philistines. And David did so as the Lord had commanded him, and he smote the Philistines from Gabah until thou come to Gaza. And so, like I said, like I said, I read it, I see a lot of things, that wasn't, the Christian church never really teaches, Everybody, they always like to bring up how David, fought Goliath, the story about him and Abigail, all that, but they never showed the love David had for his people. And I guess that explains why they had no love for us. They want to sit, scream scriptures at us, fire and brimstone, but they hate us all at the same time. They don't love us. They just want our money. That's all it is. It's a money thing. They want to be in control of your life. They want to know everything that's going on with you. They want to know how much you can give them. But that's what I pray about. That's not in the Isupk. Watch a class. Watch a class. Learn about about your history. Learn that these people that we're going over in the Bible, this is your history. It's your history. It's not those Caucasian history like you see on TV with those movies. Everybody was white. Or this is not the Israelites' history. They like to say, that it's true. They're children of Abraham, but the covenant was through Isaac. Not Ishmael. Ishmael was blessed with 12 sons with princes. They carried princes. They rich over there. They was blessed. But the covenant came through Isaac, and we are Isaac's children. Blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and First Nation people indigenous to this land. that promised us in the Bible. That's us. So we need to turn around and find our God. And so, and so far the Isupk has, is giving the answers. So, break away from Christianity. Come from out of her. In other words, quote the verse, come from out of her, my people. Come back to the Most High. Learn, to how to serve your God. Just learn how to serve your God. In Sabbath service. With that, I'm gonna say Hamaj.
Like Australia means to Israel. It's like say the prayers. Say the prayers. So sorry, turn face the east. It's like it. It's the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Balabaka, Laba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Asha, Barataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Lathar Lakaram, Kara, Yawam, Wasalat Lanawa, Kawath Nawa, Kasalat Nawa, Kawath Yanawa, Wala'a, Labayanawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayaran, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Amalatwa, Wahala, Wahatapara, La Walayam, Aman, in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in the earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is Akash the power. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Baba Kwasha, the Father Dawa. Akash, Lamapa, Ka Makala, Maka Madawa, Akash, Lataha, Matazarayim, Akash, Lahakwayim, Matahayim, Akash, Yorakawa, Hatamala, Lagarson, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. In the English read, Yahweh name Yahweh Shai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, cast them out in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you, so be it. These are blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Maka Allah, wa Hahawayam, Matazabya, Alawap Yahana, ha Alawap Yan, ha Sarayam, ha Katazayayam, ha Yayayam, wa Akwawayam, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. In the English read, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanders in Yohana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Just bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Barak Lanawa. Wayasharala. Wahabaya, Saparium, Barakpapa, Magan, Hagan, Bashim, Yahweh, the White Aman. Lord, in the name Yah. Well, Yahweh bless us in Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, El-Hahaya, Bahaya, Yaba'ah, Azarya, Mahain, Yahweh, Asha, Shamayam, Warataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Ragalka, Ayanawan, Shabarka, Hana, La'ah, Yalawan, Mala'ah, Yashan, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shabarka, Yahweh, Tazaka, Yah, Yamka, Yawamam, Hashabash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makarai, Yashabar, Yapaska, Yahweh, Yashabar, Tazaka, Wabawaka, Ba'atha, Ba'ai, Awalam. In English, it reads, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help coming from the Lord, which made heaven and earth, who will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. Psalms 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim, Adam Damalaka, Alphasaras, Wahalphasaquat, Kayahana, Al Wayabaka, Yahama Yawan, Ba'as, Yoamaka, Yara Yawa, Sawada, Wayaba, Yatazawa, Tazapan Magyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Manakayadam, Magaya, Wala, Yazaka, Shamyasharala, Awada, Kaya, No Watazawa, Laba, Yakawa, Yakam, Maya, Yakafwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Yashamai, Alayam, Mawaba, Wahagaria, Gabal, Amawan, Amawan, Amalak, Alasha, Yashiyabya, Tazawar, Gama Ashawa, Nalawa, Aman, Ayawa, Zerawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Asha, Laham, Kamaya, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabya, Banakal, Kawashwa, Nashamawa, Bayanda Awa, Hayawa, Daman, Adama, Shantamwa, Nada, Yabawa, Kara, Wakazabak, Watazamana, Ka Nasa Yamkawa, Asa, Abawa, Nasa Narasha, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagala, Kokwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Tabar Yaawa, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Hahayam, Khan, Daradama, Basarak, Wabasa, Wapatka, Tabahalam, Malaat, Payaham, Palawam, Wayapakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Wabashwa, Bahawa, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayababawa, Wayadaawa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Ayawam, Al Kaharataza. And things read, keep not thy silence, O God, hold not thy peace, be not still, O God, but lo, thy enemies make a tumult,
And they that hate thee, they have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel shall be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Israelites, of Moab and Hagarenes, of Baal and Ammon, Amalek, the Philistines and the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sarah, as to Jabin, the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor, that became as dung for the earth, made the nobles like a reel, and like Zee, yea, all the princes of Ba and Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Oh my God, make them like a wheel, as I stumble before the wind, as the fire burns the wood, as the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Lord, let them be confounded in trouble forever, yea. Let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name belongs to Yahweh, the Most High of all the earth. Send up these prayers. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, the prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to kill to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments are our enemies, Amalek synagogue armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, positive commercialism, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause it to shake out thy country. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always, so be it. One cut salute in Israel. Mike Sabbath, Mike Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Barakathon. So I'll turn face to sisters. One cut salute to sisters in Israel. Mike Sabbath, Mike Barak, Yahweh Shema Thon, Bashem Yahshai. That's the top. Let's dismiss.